Guys, we are so blessed today because we've got Nick Bradley here with me. And Nick is the latest recipient of the Hazel McSherry Allen Scholarship Award that we give out every year here at JAG. And he's a member and has been a member at the Boys and Girls Club in Wake Forest since he was 5 years old. He's not 5 any longer, I'm sure you can tell. Getting ready to graduate or just having graduated from high school, getting ready to start school. Where are you going to start at, Nick?
I'm going to Appalachian State University in the fall.
So what are you going to study while you're there? What's your goals?
My goal is to major in business management and hopefully get a minor in HR.
So here's the cool thing, guys. He's already started his own business. So we're going to try to give some hype to that today too. But I wanted you to kind of get to know him. We're going to put this out on our YouTube channel. We're going to put it out on all of our social media channels today because I know that when we do stuff on some of social media, it's real quick sound bites. I want you to get to know this young man at a deeper level today. So we're going to take two different types of interviews. This first one, I'm just going to really dig into letting him tell you a little bit about his story and about who he is and about how he might help your kids. But what we really want to do here today is promote the business that Nick started. Nick, tell us about the business.
So I created a business called Nick's Got Vintage where I sell unique secondhand clothes. I do a lot of thrifting to get my inventory, and I like to sell a lot of things like in style right now. I sell like a lot of workwear. I sell a lot of different like shirts, hoodies, basically your essentials for clothes. But I give it my little taste and my curation on what I like to wear as well.
So, and it's called Nick Vintage, right?
Nick's Got Vintage.
Nick's Got Vintage. Don't let me be wrong on this. So Nick's Got Vintage. And you already have a social media site, or you're on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
So Nick's Got Vintage on Instagram. If your kids or friends, or it doesn't have to be kids, if somebody's looking for cool vintage clothing, great resource. You know, we were talking before we got on air here that Nick goes to thrift stores himself to ferret through and find these things, right?
Yeah.
How did that start, and what age did you start doing it?
I started doing it a couple of years ago, really because my sister started doing it at first. She just did a little bit with some of her friends. I picked it up right away. I really got into it. She stepped away. I never did. I just kept going and going and going. And I remember one time I had got like a really good couple t-shirts, and it just really, it boosted my motivation to go. And ever since then, me and the workers became good friends, and I go every day basically to try to find as much as I can for my customers.
So this is a business that he has a passion for, and we all know when you have a passion for something, it's easy to succeed, but it requires him daily. I mean, how many of you as high school kids were dedicated enough to something about a business or something you believed in to go actually do something yourself every day for that business? And that's what you've been doing, right, Nick?
Yeah. So after school, I would go to school, I'd go to work. Before work, I'd always go thrift. After work, I'd probably go back again for a second time to see if anything new. And I just do it every single day. And it really is easy for me just because I really love what I do. It's more or less just my hobby, and I'm making it bigger. I'm bringing it to life.
So when you're doing that, did you have a second job outside of that? You said when you go to work, or were you talking about going to work here?
No, I work at the Boys and Girls Club, so that's what I would do. I'd go from school to the thrift to work, back to the thrift. So,
and for those of you who aren't aware, Nick actually was a member of the club at the Boys and Girls Club in Wake Forest from 5 years growing up. And, you know, one of the things that he and I have talked a little bit about is how they get to be, as they age up in that club, get to be mentors to the new people that are coming in. How did it help you? Well, number one, when you were young, just starting out, how did having those mentors that were there already successful, how did it help you grow in the club? And then what made you want to be one of those leaders later on?
So how the mentors for me growing up had helped me, because it gave me a role model, somebody to look up to, especially when I was selected to do an ice hockey program. Getting to have those older kids help me on the bus get my homework done, to then going to help me on the ice to learn how to skate, to then help me in the life skills program after to learn about how to become a leader. Really, you're just like mixed in with these leaders, so you have like the right path to follow. You have these role models, and then now like me being able to give back to them and have these kids look up to me, tell me how I'm like their favorite staff, how they want to be me. It really is just like, it's me, like it's looking at my younger self. It's
Yeah, I get it. So, you know what's so awesome about this, guys, and I don't think as young kids, any of us wouldn't love to go back and have the experience of finding a place that we fit, that made us feel special, that made us feel like we had more than what we got from our families or more than we got from our church or somewhere else. And what I want to encourage while we're watching this now, we're going to promote Nick's business separately on a different video, but what I want to encourage today too is get involved in your local Boys and Girls Clubs, because our team started back in 2009 helping out right after the downturn in the market. And every year we get more and more into it. And what we get out of it is guys like Nick. What we get to be able to experience as business owners and people trying to help is we have young men that we can watch like this, and it gives me hope for what we're going to build as a society, because a guy like this can do anything. I know he's talking about his tap into business, but he's become such a leader within the Boys and Girls Club so far that I want to encourage him that we need leaders in government. We need leaders everywhere. And a young man like you is one of those people that can make everybody else's businesses just that much easier. And that's what we're really seeking. So, you know, I want to say this. We've got nothing but love for Nick here. And all I want to do is give them the best 30-second commercial you can for Nick's Got Vintage.
Hello, good morning. So if you are wearing clothes right now, then you can be a consumer of mine. If you need a new shirt, if you need new pants, if you need anything, I am your guy. I got stuff from every size to every different style to make you feel more comfortable with yourself and to also support the environment around you.
Do you have, like, let me just ask that. Do you ever have customers who are repeat clients that come up to you and say, hey, I'm looking for something like this, that then you're able to go find it for them?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely have a lot of people reach out to me to look for something specific. And even when they just walk in my booth as a first time, I ask them, is there anything specific you'd like? And is there anything specific you're looking for? I help point them in the right direction. Even if it's not with me, I point them to a friend or somebody else I know.
Wow. So it's almost like a community that is at these thrift shows that you're going to as well. So, and you've traveled across the state promoting your business already, right?
Yeah. I've gone to Charlotte, I've gone to Durham, I've gone everywhere around North Carolina to really spread the word about my business and also what the meaning behind it is.
So, and you told me earlier that you enjoy doing your sales more in person than really trying to promote it on the internet or somewhere else. But guys, we decided we're going to try to help him blow it up through social media as well. He's already got a little bit of a social media presence, but we want to help blow that up. So if you are a friend of Jag, if you are a friend of mine personally on social media, I'm going to ask today, because we're going to share the links to his stuff, if you would not mind resharing Nick's Got Vintage with any social media you can, because we want to really, I want to embrace entrepreneurship in anybody. And Nick's got it self-inbred. No one went out and said, hey, go be this entrepreneur. He is it naturally, and he's a leader naturally. We want to help him grow that business and help him have to bring on staff to support him. Right now, his love for this business is based on his love for that vintage clothing, being able to find that unique thing for that person that makes them feel awesome, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, you know, when you first started doing it, did you ever find things for yourself and you're like, man, I don't even know if I could sell this?
Yeah, that's really how it did start, because I just became like a hoarder because I just found so much stuff because I was always out there looking. Then I was like, let me spread this to others. Let me help other people get fly.
So the best thing about this, guys, when we were talking earlier, what I was so inspired by is Nick wanting to help other people so much. And, you know, when you have a business that's branded around that, and he will, and by the way, I don't want to be remiss in going back and saying this one more time. Nick will be a freshman at Appalachian State University this fall, starting in about a week and a half. And, you know, we were fortunate enough to be able to invest in his future by helping him with a little scholarship money to get started there. And we're begging him to come back and work for us in the summer already. If you guys don't blow his business up so much, we can't do that. But, you know, the thing that was engaging to me and why I've enjoyed hearing about your business and what made me really want to help promote this is you. Because one of the things you said to us earlier is, and I reflect this in my business as well. I give people every day when they come to work for us, I give them two things. I give them a daily read Bible and I give them a mirror. Because I don't think people ever really look at themselves, and I don't think people ever really understand that everything good and bad, that mirror right there, that person you're looking at is most responsible. Doesn't matter who's on the back side of that mirror, because when you look on the back side, you can't see through it. So it doesn't matter what their opinions are. It matters between you and that mirror, who you are and what you're going to get out of things. And that inspires me that you already see that at such a young age. And it took me half of my career to get that. You know, I wish the first half of my career I'd been giving out those mirrors, but the second half for sure I have, because I'll have people in our daily business or just in life in general as we're going through, they'll come in complaining, or they'll say this isn't this or that isn't that. And every single time it's an excuse. It's blaming someone else. It's always trying to find some other reason other than the fact that maybe I was partially responsible for this. You know, we are our own worst critics sometimes, but we're all also so eager to look at others that are causing us problems. And what you've realized in your young life already is you can pick yourself up no matter who's tried to put you down. You can pick yourself up and become who you want to be. And that's a message that I just don't know how to share that better. I mean, you shared it with me earlier, and it's inspired me to realize, you know what? I need to make sure that the people around me understand they're their own biggest cheerleader. You know, it's wonderful for other people to be, but they are. So I promised Nick earlier, we're going to actually welcome him into JAG today, just like we welcome everybody else to JAG. So I'm going to give you this mirror first. Okay, I give you this mirror because one of the things I realized over time is the problem with most things is sitting right there looking back at me. It's not on the back of here. It's not somebody else somewhere else. The problems are right there, and I can see myself. And when things arise that I have to conquer or accomplish or get past, if I remember it's nobody on the back side of this thing can do anything for me. If I remember it's my responsibility, I have to make sure I succeed. And I give you this because when you're talking to people on the phone or when you're greeting people in your business, if you discount people sometimes, somebody comes in, you're thinking, well, they can't afford my stuff, or they can't do this, or they can't do that. I want you to pick the mirror up and you look back in that mirror and say, you know what? That's not fair. Everybody that comes in to Nick's Got Vintage should be treated like they're the right kind of person no matter where they are. And if you pick that up, because like there's going to be people that cut you off in traffic and be people that make you mad. They can't do anything to you. You do it to yourself. That emotion, you take it on. They don't give it to you. So I give you that as a gift first. The second thing I give everybody, and I don't care what your religious affiliation is. I really don't. All I know is God's real, and He's impacted my life, and He's made it so that I no longer feel like I'm not something in my life. And the words that are in here, this Daily Read Bible takes New Testament, Old Testament, proverb, and a psalm, and it breaks it into daily. It's the whole Bible, but it's easier to translate and get through. Like today's date is what day, guys? Give me the date. The 6th, 7th, that's right. I should have known that. Today's my wife's birthday. August 7th. Hang on. And this is something that will help you in everything you do in life. If you will just grab the proverb every day. I don't say that you have to read the whole Bible, but here's today's proverb. The Lord directs our steps. So why try to understand everything all along the way? Don't trap yourself by making a rash promise to God, only later counting the costs. I mean, think about that in relation to everything we've talked about today. Now, nobody knew when they printed this book that you were coming to visit here today, but I think the message is really directed at you. The Lord directs our steps. Instead of us having to be responsible or relying on somebody else, He'll direct our path. You know, so why try to understand everything along the way? Just enjoy it. That's what I was trying to talk to you about earlier. Man, you have figured out so much at such a young age already. I want you to enjoy that pathway at the same time. Like, you know, one of the reasons, guys, that JAG has chosen to give these scholarships to kids that are coming out of the Boys and Girls Club is I want him to go to college this year and enjoy himself and have the freedom of the money that we're providing to use how you want to use it in any way. But we want you to remember to come back here too. So I give you these two gifts today, and I think, and you're an official member of JAG now, so that means next summer, if you have any free time, we want you back here to maybe try to get you an internship or work with our team for a little bit. And if you don't want to do that, we'll still be supporting Nick's Got Vintage, and we'll be doing that as well. Okay, that's all I got for this part of our interview, guys, but hang on, because I'm going to give you something else that I want you to share even more.